My first run-in with Turkey Tom, and this is 100% true, I had never heard of him before. I didn't know anything about this kid. He shows up backstage at Salvo's Fireball competition, okay? And it's time we really talk about this on the program. People have been waiting for this, Salvo. I wormed my way onto your show, and nobody knew who I was. Nobody asked for me there. Now, I didn't know who anybody else was, too. As far as I'm concerned, everybody there was a nobody. I didn't know anybody. I knew Vito. That's it. So it's not a great gathering or anything. Yeah, and this is the first time I ever see Mutahar. This is the first time I ever see, probably Nicholas Diorio, any of these people. I had never heard of any of. You had some British guys on there. So annoying. Yeah. Stinky, annoying freaks. Hit wild like, group. By the way. Hit like, everybody. So a wild group of people. This kid, Turkey Tom, shows up back there. And I'm not kidding. I'm uninvited, and I'm thinking, oh, somebody like gave the invite out to a child. This is wild. And he had this fucking gay hair then too. And the first thing I notice is he can't leave the hair alone. Now, I'm a long hair guy. You know, it's constantly catching on my glasses, and I'm having to move it out of the way and stuff. Salvo's got a mature sort of hairline. He's, you know, you're getting long. It's getting long. When you don't have your cowboy hat on, you're having to move it out the way. Listen, there's an understandable amount of movement. We all understand this, okay?
We're grown men, too.
We're grown men.
Like, he's 20.
Innocent men.
Yeah, we are.
100% innocent. But sweet, did you say sweet?
Sweethearts.
Sweethearts, yeah. This is a child, and he is, this is the first thing I notice. He keeps doing this. I don't know what this is. He's moving it with like the palm. He's like palm muting his head. Okay. And he's moving it forward. Now, forward's not the way anyone moves their hair. Usually you go back out of the way. He's putting it in the way, you know, painted nails, hair in the face, painted nails, hair in the face. Emo songs playing in the background. He was working on making sure that the long sleeves show up underneath the short sleeves, the whole scenario. And I'm not joking around about this. He was meticulously placing each hair in just the right place. Okay. Yeah. This was a real move he was pulling. I can't take my eyes off of this. Nobody can see me, but I'm not on camera. So I didn't give them the ammunition of like, look at this. What a fucking freak. So I'm now in a state of higher power. And for all they know, I could be like the most famous guy of all time. I'm just not in their community. They don't know. For some reason,
they had no idea who you were.
Yeah, they have no clue.
Your idea.
I could have been, I could have been purposefully invited on the show, and I'm special in some way, and that's why they don't know. I'm using a false identity or something. They had no idea. So Turkey Tom, when I first addressed him, had the utmost respect for me because he was nervous. You know, these clout chaser guys, they don't want to step on toes. Like,
never. It doesn't matter who they think that they're talking to. Right.
So this could be an opportunity for him, is what's happening in his head. And the first
thing, like Mr. Beast level, right? So very cordial.
Exactly.
All the time.
Exactly. So I start saying, I don't even say hello. There's no pleasantries. I just start saying, stop touching your hair. Stop it. Leave your hair alone. This is all true. People were there. They could back this up. I said, stop. Leave your hair alone.
First thing you said to him was that.
First thing I said. First thing. And I said, stop touching your hair. What's wrong with it? Now, unfortunately, we've lost the footage of all of this. Salvo's channels have gone down and everything. But all of this, there was a domino effect here of what happened.
It was.
Because I started bullying this guy on instinct alone. Pure instinct. I knew. And I've actually been on a Turkey Tom stream since then. I accidentally ended up on one of his streams with Michael Alberto one time.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know. I didn't know he was like restreaming it. So I kept like making fun of him and stuff. And this was going out to his audience. And he was really upset, and I had no idea. So that's probably also partially why he blocked me. The point of all this is I started making fun of him for that. Now I'm finding new things to bully him about. I tell him, and there's no, this is just, dear God inspired me to do this. Out of nowhere, I said to the man, pop off your shirt. Let's see what you're working with under there. Show us your chest. I need to see what's going on under the shirt. And listen, I understand there's some guys out there who are not very comfortable with their masculinity, with their sexuality. They're thinking I'm gay right now for saying that. And it was a gay impulse. I wanted to see, he was a little boy, and I wanted to see what was under there. But if you think that makes me gay, then you're saying all gays are pedophiles. So that's on you.
Bam.
Yeah. So what do you say about that? So I tell him to pop off the shirt, and he won't do it. And there's other people back there who hear me say that, like those British guys. They start popping off their shirt. It's a fun time. Everybody's just popping their shirts off. Mutahar and his, foreign girlfriend foreign from him. Obviously, he's the most foreign, but they're having a private conversation. It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. They're on a date. They were on a date with each other, and we were being forced to watch in Discord. This is all in Discord. So we couldn't hear, much like Salvo couldn't hear me moments ago, we couldn't hear them. They could hear each other, and they're flirting, and Mudahar's sitting there like, you know how he's always sitting like this? You know, like for some reason, it doesn't matter where he angles the camera, he's always deep in his seat. So I think there was flicking going on. I think there was fingers. So anyway, I know all this stuff sounds fake and fucking retarded, but I swear to God, all this happened. CJ Brown can back this up.
Yeah.
The internet's CJ Brown, who will be doing a rap for us at the end of this program. CJ, who else was there? Speaking for Funny, the guy who I tricked into porn bombing you so that I could then replace him on the thing. Yeah. Everybody can back this up.
I heard about it. Like, I know it's true because I've heard about it from like 6 people.
Yeah, your mods were back there and stuff seeing this. Yeah. And this all happened. So Turkey Tom's getting bullied into taking off his shirt. He won't do it. Now, Salvo, you're not seeing any of this because you're live on air. But when Turkey Tom comes on air, what happens?
Well, he fails epically at his question. But because I wanted to kind of keep him on the show, I go, hey, Tom, you can move on only if you take off your shirt.
Complete coincidence.
Yeah.
Or did you have people in your ear telling you about what was going on? Okay.
Nobody in my ear. I mean, just like you, I instinctually wanted this guy to have his like fucking shirt off. I wanted to see that fucking chest.
There was something where we needed to see his chest. And we've never really even discussed this like this, but this was like a primal urge was happening where there was we knew something was happening right here that the world needed to see. And he caved to it, by the way. He did it. He took off the shirt.
He did it.
Yeah, he did
He took off his fucking shirt, and he definitely assumed that like we were in cahoots about it, even though, Tom, we weren't, bro.
We were not. The craziest part. We didn't know each other. Like
I never spoke to you at all before then. So he takes his fucking shirt off, and he's sitting there on webcam to 1,500 concurrent viewers, shirt off, and it's fuking skeleton.
Yes, he's skeletal.
It's white.
He's skeletal. He's skeletal, actually. And now I don't now sources, differ on this. People's recollections, they go different directions with this. Some people say they saw something that day.
Yeah.
And again, the footage, if you have the footage, I'm dying to see. I was asking Salvo for it before the show. I'm dying if you saved it was Fireball 3, right?
It was Fireball 3, I think, day 1.
Fireball 3, day 1. It was definitely day 1. I didn't go to day 2. So Fireball 3, day 1. If you have the footage, we're dying for it, okay? Yeah. Because some people claim they saw something there that day. And this was 1 year before anyone publicly knew anything. An entire year before all the rumors, before the whispers, before the tweets, before the GNN articles, before the N-word stanks, before any of that kind of stuff.